Damas y caballeros, welcome to En Mis Tiempos. I'm one of your hosts, George, and being late to everything is not cute.
Oh,
so
shit.
Stop doing that. I'm here today with Adrian and Efrela. How's it going, guys?
We're going to start with that. That's one of my topics.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
He's going to be covering me the whole time.
Oh, my God.
How
Okay. This week's guest, we have Brad on the podcast. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Adrian's worried about cameras now. George, back up a little. We'll make him feel bad.
You know what?
That's why I don't. That's why I don't put you on the clips.
What? You know what? I've noticed I'm not on any clips.
I told you.
Yep. No,
I was like,
he
why
would
is
say
he
something.
cropping just
It's
him?
not.
I was on one of them.
I don't do that.
It's
Whatever the
It's
video is
The
is
guest
the
is
only.
usually talking, so that's coming off of that camera, and I'm in it, so it's got to split us up.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's weird.
I've seen that on Instagram.
So
I'd
you've
rather
seen
not
that
be
I'm
in
not
the
on it.
clips.
You've seen
and
that I'm on there.
and whatever I upload is what they have to work
Put
with.
the fucking mic down,
I'm the ugly
George.
duckling around here.
I was just kidding. Whatever I upload is what they have to work with. So if the camera's on you,
Yeah,
that's all I can
right.
use.
I don't
That's
know.
why it's important
make
that
sense?
Andrea switches the camera to the person that's talking, so that's the person that ends up on the clip.
And
Anywho.
we already talked about it before
Yeah.
we started.
Did I really?
Yeah, no, it's on my topic.
Oh, that's so cool.
What is?
Being late to everything is not cute. It's like stupid.
My topic is, why is it okay to be late? The answer is, it's fucking not.
It's not.
It's not.
So,
Okay.
wait.
Don't. I know what you're gonna say.
What am I going to say?
Look, last
Sunday?
was it Sunday?
It wasn't last Sunday.
No, it was this Sunday.
It was this Sunday. Okay.
Hey, guys, let's
Oh,
meet
you
at
were
this
late
place
again?
at 11 o'clock on Sunday morning. Nobody showed up except me.
See, look. First off, hold on. We thought that I didn't get a message.
What do you mean you didn't get a message?
Oh, here we go. You've used this one before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard this.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, let's.
No, look. I don't. What was the message? Because honest. Okay. First off,
already
I have
blamed
it
Joe.
silenced. You what?
I already blame Joe.
No. Hey, it's fine.
Oh, you
I mean,
did.
listen.
Luis was on
It
right
doesn't
off the
matter
bat. Was
because
like, I'm not going.
the plan was to meet somewhere at 11, right? None of us are less than 5 minutes from where we were going to meet. I texted you 5 minutes before we were supposed to be there. As I'm on my way and I'm 5 minutes away from there, something happened and I had to turn around and come back home. So I texted y'all and I said, I'm not going to make it. Thinking these assholes are sitting there waiting on me. I'm going to let them know I'm not going to make it. Shitty weather, whatever. Turns out, Luis texts back 5 minutes later, says, I just woke up and brushing my teeth. I'll head out in a little bit. An hour later, George texts, I'm still at home. I might head out a little bit later. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Like, why do you think it's okay to do that to people?
So not.
I thought you were talking about 2 weeks ago when
Whenever I showed up late, or who was it?
Tony.
Tony was here.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I thought you were gonna talk about that. My bad. But I don't
was
know.
fucked up.
You've been late more than once.
I woke up, didn't see a text message. I have them silent.
Wait.
I have
We've
them
talked about
silenced.
this before, too.
What?
The night before, we had all agreed to be there at 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Why do you need a follow-up message?
It's because look, the night before I was out and about and didn't get
So was I.
It's been a while since I've gotten like that, and I got home like it too, and I had my water burger and everything,
That
sounds like an excuse to me.
God.
Bullshit excuse. Yep.
Look, man, on my part, Joe said, I'm not going to make it. At that point, I was like, well, maybe I'm not either. Then Heidi was like, well, if Joe's not going, I'm not going. I'm like, all right, well, then I guess let me figure out if I'm going.
And then it was cold.
But
then
still,
it was cold and rainy.
nobody said,
I'm not going.
I'm not going. Because I'll tell you what happened. This is a good story. Yvette's fucking incubating chicken eggs right now.
What?
Wait, there's chickens
She
here?
bought an incubator and she's got eggs that she's incubating to hatch the freaking chickens, right?
Uh-huh.
And this thing, they need to stay at a certain temperature, a certain humidity point, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason, there was an accident down the road and somebody hit a light pole or a post and it took our power out, took our internet out.
Oh, fuck.
So all Sunday morning we had no power. So she needed to get that incubator somewhere where she could plug it in. But she didn't realize this till we were halfway to the fucking place we were meeting at. So when she threw a little fit and she said, we got to go back home, that's when I texted y'all, we're not going. So we came back home.
You hear that, right?
And we realized that across the street, they had power, even though this side of the street didn't. So she went to the neighbors, plugged it in. I'm like, all right, I'm still only 5 minutes late. So I turned around and headed back to where we were supposed to meet. I show up 5 minutes late. You assholes never showed.
Look, had you texted, you know what, I am on my way, then I would have been like, hey, let's get the fuck moving.
I was sitting there about to get ready, and I'm watching a game. So,
What game were you watching on Sunday morning?
Manchester United soccer. Come on.
And that the game doesn't matter. Anyway, it's not okay. It's not okay to be
Is
late.
that wait? Hold on. I have a question. What did she say to her neighbor whenever she took the chicken eggs over?
You know what? I was throwing a little fit because she made me come back, so I stayed in the car. So she came in and made that phone call. I don't know what she told them. Excuse me, Mike. I have some chicken eggs that I'm trying to hatch. I don't know how that conversation went.
And Mike
That's a
was
weird
like,
one.
sure, yeah, you can plug it in.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
That was weird.
is that I'm gonna say it. Is that a Hispanic thing? The late thing?
No. Okay, and I was thinking about this as I wrote down the topic. So if you're late for a party, yeah, that's a Hispanic thing. There's 100 people showing up. There's 50
Has to
people.
be
There's
a
20
party.
people showing up.
Mhm.
It's fine. It's whatever. We all do it. We know we do it. It's cool.
Oh.
If you're meeting one or two people someplace, that's completely different.
No, yeah, someplace. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm not gonna if I'm meeting someplace, which I'm sorry again, but if I'm meeting someplace, I'll be there on time. I'll be there a little bit early. Like, let's say every recording we do.
Well, see, this week you didn't. Last week you did. I don't know. I don't know how I can believe that.
So
Brad, I don't want you to think I'm like a bad person.
And
right?
but it is definitely. That's what it's called.
I'll be there
Yeah,
whenever
so
you need me to.
I saw a video where this couple got married, and on their invitations,
Yes, I saw
They
that.
invited the white
actually-
people.
they actually changed the time for the Hispanics.
It's a mixed couple. So she was Mexican, he was white. And then the invitations for the white people, it had the right time, like 6 p.m. And the invitation for the Mexican people, it was like 5:30. So she's like, and they still showed up late.
Yeah,
Is
I thought
that,
that was
She
funny.
said it did help. Quite
did,
a few
it
of
did.
them.
It
but I have to ask, Brad, you're Hispanic, right?
He's from South Mexico. What Mexico? We're looking at that Mexico map.
What's it like? What's down there?
Have you all ever
San
seen that
Luis?
Mexico map?
What Mexico map?
Where like
Half
it's
and half?
Mexico, and then Central America is South Mexico, and then like Argentina is meat Mexico, Brazil is football Mexico. Like,
Yes.
everything south of Mexico.
So what
has a
part of
name.
Mexico is he?
I don't know.
From
Whatever.
fried chicken Mexico.
Fried chicken.
Oh,
Mexico.
that one. Okay. All right.
Brad is terribly white, and he's from Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
You know what? That's a respectable.
That's where all the bourbon comes from, and great whiskey.
Okay. I mean, is it? I don't know.
Yes.
I thought that's where
That's
my.
definitely where all the bourbon comes from.
I thought it was like where the moonshine would come from.
I mean,
That
also
in West
true.
Virginia, yeah.
There's
West
a lot
Virginia.
of moonshine over there.
Speaking of moonshine, Brad brought us some moonshine, so let's cheers.
No, wait, hold on.
Wait,
Hey,
this is not a
wait.
shot. by the
This
way.
isn't a shot. He
Not a
told me.
shot. Yeah.
Wait,
I gotta
wait.
get
We gotta
some first.
pour him up. We have to pour him up.
Yeah.
So you
what
told me
is-
before you. This is homemade, right?
All moonshine is
Yes.
homemade. Oh, actually, no, they do. They did start. Hey,
No.
that's enough.
don't you dare!
There is some that they sell in stores, so that's not homemade, but most moonshine is homemade.
So where is this from, and what is it?
It's from
From his
Kentucky.
bathtub.
It is not
Is it?
from my bathtub.
Were there chickens next to where you were making
Potentially,
it?
Probably.
yes. They're being fried.
What? No.
All right,
I don't know
cheers
how
to
you do
moonshine.
this, but
Sip it. Don't chug it. Don't shoot it.
Yeah.
a sip because this is gonna like mess us up, right?
Potentially.
You took a big swig of that.
We're
I
gonna
heard
find
the
out.
swig.
Yeah,
What is this?
Who
114?
took a
you said?
swig?
114 years or what?
Proof?
114 years.
I don't know. I don't know how the moonshine works.
We need to infuse
I don't
this
know
with some
how the
watermelon or
moonshine
something.
works.
Yeah.
Perhaps some like honey. That
Like put
that's
some honey
pretty
in
good.
it, mix it in.
Oh yeah. You could actually.
Oh.
I mean, you crush up some Fruit Loops, put it in there.
No. So when I was in West Virginia, there was a guy, an old guy, he'd been doing it for decades, and he made some really good moonshine, and it was always infused with something. But it was.
Oh yeah.
Yvette has some stories about that. I'll let her tell them one day.
Infuse.
One of the popular ones is apple pie.
Oh,
People
yeah.
love apple pie.
How do you infuse that?
Love
shit?
apple
You know,
pie.
I don't think that's infused. I don't know how they get that flavor in there, but it's really good.
It'll sit there for a while. All right, here's one for you. Limburger cheese.
That's not a thing.
It is a thing.
Is it like, do you make it sweat or something of the food and like get all the juice and?
No.
That sounds miserable.
You don't ask.
Just drink it.
And I don't tell, so it's all good.
I feel like there's questions you need to ask because like I've never understood how moonshine was made. Isn't it just water and then like something else?
Corn and yeast.
That's it?
Yeah.
We talked about this once on an episode.
Very first one.
And, okay. The first one.
I believe it was the first one.
So we said, we told you, don't buy moonshine from somebody that you don't know.
Oh, yeah. No, you'll go blind. Like, people will take apart their cars and use, like, the old radiators and make it out of that. And that will mess you up.
Yeah.
If
really
not,
good.
it'll kill your dog, so it wouldn't kill you.
But you can also put it in your car and it'll run your car.
Yeah, so if you're ever in the bind and ran out of gas.
And you have some moonshine?
moonshine in
Yeah.
there.
Just
It
put
will,
some
it will burn. That's all we got to say.
It's burning inside me right now.
So George, there is a TV show on Discovery called Moonshiners, and it's a competition where like you just watch them
Really?
make moonshine. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna learn how to make some moonshine, and
There's books out there.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch a TV show.
It's on
He
Discovery.
also makes you said you started making mead, right?
Oh, yeah. So right now I've got 2 batches of mead currently waiting. One of them's actually ready to be bottled. I just want to... Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I just want to age it for a little bit because the longer you age something, the better it's going to taste, generally. And that's
Unless
really
it's
what
your
you
wife.
Did you tell them about what we had? The Viking meat?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yep.
I feel bad that we never.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to reach out
And
to
they
Beer to Viking
and they
Mead,
brought a
man.
bunch.
Yeah.
They brought a bunch of it.
I don't care about that. I just wanted to have him on the podcast.
Yeah,
but how long how long do you age moonshine?
You could age it for a little while, but generally you don't want to touch it for at least a month. I like to wait at least 3 months before anything. There's also differences in distilling processes between people.
Mm-hmm.
Some people take some shortcuts and they'll only distill it once or twice. It's
takes all
preferred
the
to do it 3.
shortcuts, so.
I do not. No, that's how you get quality stuff, is at least distilling 3 times minimum. But you could go with 30 gallons and only end up with 5 if
Really?
you really do it right. Yeah, it's a long process. So
And a lot of
That's
a lot of waiting around.
Wow. Okay.
that's a long process.
Oh, yeah.
and
Gotta be dedicated.
you can sell this, right?
No, of course not.
No, we
legally.
don't.
That's illegal.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm not saying that we were or anything. I'm just asking questions.
No, we also don't make it.
no,
Oh, yeah,
never.
we don't.
No.
No one here makes it. No.
Nope.
That show.
Definitely not.
Talking about the show.
Back of a board.
So I used to be a home brewer too, beer, and I worked for a microbrewery. Did that for a little while.
How was that?
Well, it was partnered with the circus, so I learned how to juggle.
Interesting.
Yeah, you ever worked for a clown before?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you really?
How
Yes.
long ago was this?
This was probably like 6 years ago. This was a long time. It might have even been longer.
I love how he says it was a long time ago, 6 years ago. It's like nothing to me because I'm so fucking old.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 years ago.
I said earlier he used to ride a Triceratops to work. I asked him what Jesus was like when he was around.
God. Well, oh, y'all work together. Wait, how
we don't
how
work
old are you?
together.
They don't work
How old are you?
He's from Kentucky. We just told
28.
him. Like he lives in Kentucky.
You came all the way from Kentucky for this?
Oh yeah.
He not beat Tony. He's this actually. I don't
Hour and
know.
No. Tony came. No, yeah, he did beat him.
It's farther than
Yeah, it is
Blake.
Kentucky. Okay,
Yeah, it's wait 9 hours. What's the drive to Kentucky?
It's longer than 9 hours.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah, he's
Wait,
done the job.
where was Tony from?
El Paso.
Yeah.
Oh, you say yeah, like it's pretty close. Like we might have to look that up.
That's the beauty of Texas.
What city?
What about Blake?
So I'm from Ludlow, Kentucky.
Ludlow, Kentucky, and
Oh, yeah.
El Paso, Texas. Look up which one's farther.
And Hot Springs? Is that how low? How far is that?
Hot Springs, 5 hours.
Like,
Okay,
oh,
right
okay.
there. No, he's 7 hours. He's closer.
Wait, is that Colorado?
All right. So from Dallas to
From
El
Garden
Paso.
City, Garden City,
yeah,
Kansas.
It's a 9-hour, 23-minute drive.
8.5. That's the line.
So Dallas to where?
Okay.
Ludlow, Kentucky.
Yeah.
Ludlow.
I know how to spell.
I'm just saying.
But you could use Cincinnati. That'll work too.
Is it like
14 hours.
Not the way I drive. Shit.
10?
Either 14 hours, 11 minutes, or 14 hours, 22.
So you're officially the guest that came the farthest to be on the show.
Yeah, congrats.
Record.
I have
Get
a
to hang out with us.
comfort. You remember what's that? There was this one time we drove from El Paso to Dallas, and I think I had an hour and a half start before he left.
And he beat you.
You got there before.
We passed them like 2
passed
hours
me.
from here. Yeah.
He passed me 2 hours. I was
You
like,
think I'm kidding? I made it to look up what the distance or the time is from here to Barbersville, West Virginia. Me, Yvette, and Olivia made it in 12 hours and 15 minutes.
how? Please don't give me like
Watch
15
this.
hours.
14.
No, the day of that drive, I was the whole time I'm driving because I know you were hitting like 100. I was like,
How long?
12 hours and 15 minutes timed.
What is it?
On the stop clock.
Did you
Door
make
to
them
door.
pee in a bottle?
From here to my door. In
What
the
do you
apartment
do?
over there.
P.
It's 15 hours and 15 minutes.
Hey, he drove the speed limit the whole time.
Yes,
just
I
like-
did. Yes, I did.
so
That's when we had that little 350 IS Lexus. That thing could get.
Oh, Lexus is great.
on the way here, we were driving. I had the Dodge Durango. I was like, I don't know how you're gonna make it, but we're gonna hit 100, and we're driving all the way. He is not catching up to us. The whole time I'm looking through the rearview mirror, like I have my sister next to me. I'm like, is that him? Is that him? Oh, I'm not gonna let him catch up because he kept on texting me. He's like,
Yep.
hey, where are you? I was like, you're not gonna do this.
The anxiety that I would get from that. Just like, fuck, he's on me.
much
Where is
Just
he?
looking back.
I'd see a white
like
car
a
like pop up
fucking
out of
murderer
nowhere. I'm like,
hunting.
oh God, is that him? The whole time, I'm like, God. And I honestly didn't think that car was gonna make it. After we stopped,
Smoke.
oh God. Yeah, someone was like, oh, gotta go to the restroom. I was like, too bad. We ain't stopping if he stops. Only if you stop, we're gonna stop. But I know you weren't gonna tell me that. Anyways, what were you gonna say? So Kentucky.
We had a whole conversation.
You live here now?
No, I still live in
He
Kentucky.
lives in He just told you.
He said he
Came
flew
here.
in. Yes.
He flew in
Yeah.
just for this.
Yeah.
I don't believe this.
He came to visit. This has been planned for like a couple months already.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Today.
I've been meaning to ask, like, how do y'all know each other again?
You know how we know each other.
Yeah,
We'll
we-
tell
for
you.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
We met on a dating app.
Grinder.
Christian's meat dog.
Farmers only.
FarmersOnly.com. Or distillers only, or something.
You don't have to be lonely at Farmers Only.
Those
They have the best
are
commercials.
funny.
They have the best
No,
commercials.
so I believe it was we were both looking for grinders, right? And then we both ended up on the app, and
Yeah, but I wanted like a metal grinder, not But
Yeah.
I'm old. I don't know how to use
The
technology.
Facebook
so,
Marketplace,
Yeah, I got
sends you to weird places.
listen, Facebook Marketplace is amazing. You can find anything on there.
Well,
I found a prosthetic leg like 2 months ago.
there's no way.
Did you really?
Wearing it right now.
Why were you looking for a
I wasn't
prosthetic
looking.
leg?
So actually, Carly found it on there. She's like, "Can you believe that?" And it was used, and it was heavily used. And it was like
I'm
missing
missing
a
a new
checkout.
one on there.
You might.
Yeah, you might. There's those people like selling new stuff.
Somebody that stole one.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
I found used butt plugs on there too. That's pretty gross.
Used?
Why would you? No.
No, it was,
There's no way.
It just comes up. Yeah,
Hold on, but why were you looking for the leg?
I wasn't.
There's the wait. Wait.
The leg.
You can, like,
So
dig through until you find whatever you need.
wait. You know how algorithms work, right?
Yeah,
I do not.
Why was that popular?
So where you're either looking for a butt plug or it just popped up.
Oh, you know well,
Specifically
though.
used.
he's got a point.
Trying to save the extra $5.
Throw it in the wash.
So it was a y'all know what Discord is?
Yes, use it all the time.
Do you really?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a gamer. Yeah.
We really need to use it. I don't know. But anyways, yeah.
So that's how it happened. There's a podcast that we listen to. I'm not going to promote them because we don't promote other podcasts. It's called Theories of their Kind. It's like a conspiracy
get us on our show
podcast or whatever that we listen to. And they started a Discord for their listeners.
Yeah.
For their Patreon listeners. And we got on there and we both talk a lot of shit. So we hit it off. And there was like a small group of us that we're all, we're pretty cool on there. And we like organized like a meetup in New Orleans a couple of years ago. And we all went down there and met up. And some of us kept in touch. And he's one of those assholes.
Oh, yeah. No, I actually got kicked out of that Discord.
He did.
For what?
Because he really talks a lot of shit.
I do.
And like once the initial group it started growing. Like the initial group were the ones that met up in New Orleans. Once it started growing, there was a lot of people in there with feelings. And they couldn't handle this dickhead. So.
Yeah, no, and I quote, I'm a menace to society.
Yeah.
wow
On
Congrats.
Discord?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Come on. You can,
No, but you're online. How the fuck do you get designated a menace to society?
It's possible. All
I'm
right,
sure
so
he made some people cry.
I actually, I'm pretty sure I did. So the first time I met Joe, or Alfredo.
Joe.
Whatever.
it's weird, right? Yeah.
So the very first thing I said to him, I was like, wow, I was able to see you because your bald head was glaring from the opposite side of the street. And he's like, wow, you talk shit in person too. I'm like, yeah.
It's pretty ballsy for a guy your size.
That was like the very first thing I've ever said to him in person.
No,
Nice.
That's how you walked up to him.
Yeah, that's the very
Great first impressions. Love
George, have you ever met any of your people?
it. My Discord.
Maybe your Twitch people.
No.
Would that be weird to you?
Because Richie does the same thing.
Really?
Yeah,
He does it on Twitter though.
same thing.
So he meets people that he.
No,
I
so
mean,
he has
like, he has
Twitter
groups.
with like card trading and stuff like that
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
does. There's groups and then
That makes
they end
sense.
up meeting up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because there's like a physical thing that you're
Yeah.
trading on. I'm like, I would never meet anyone off Twitter because all we do is talk shit about politics. Like I don't want to.
Hey, you want to meet
I don't
him?
wanna
It makes
meet them.
sense. Yeah, no.
Let's storm the Capitol. That's what they would go at the state.
So I was there for that.
Were you really?
Yes, I
No,
was.
there's no way.
Nice.
Oh my god.
So I was at the airport and I am labeled a domestic terrorist.
You are not labeled a domestic. You're in the fucking.
was.
Are you
National
really?
Guard.
Or where were you?
Or whatever you were.
No, so I got pulled into an FBI office actually.
Okay.
And they did an interview, is what they call it. And
You tapped the table.
I did. Sorry. So I had to talk to my FBI agent, whom I met. You know, a lot of people can't say that.
Well, yeah.
My FBI, because you all know you have an FBI agent.
Do we
assigned
really?
to you.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
they're watching you.
You never heard that joke?
There's no way.
Right here.
You,
Wait,
Mr.
so you met
I'm
him?
Forever Online, has never heard the joke of you having your own FBI agent.
I've never heard that, but now I know, and I want to meet him. But you got to meet
It's
him.
also a joke.
Wait, time out.
No,
Before you
stop.
continue with the story, I forgot. I was going to post.
But I
You
did.
said something on the last episode that went over everybody's heads. Not mine, but I didn't want to acknowledge it because it would mean that I lost the game. But I was going to post that, and I forgot. I'm sorry.
Which one?
I was going to post it in a clip so that the world could see it.
Exactly.
Sorry, go ahead.
I want to know what it was.
Wait. Do you?
Too late.
You don't know?
No.
I haven't even listened to the album.
You were here.
I know, but I'm barely paying attention to y'all. I'm looking shit up.
Have you ever played the game?
Don't start.
Yeah,
Just lost the game.
Yeah, you did. Everybody who's listening just lost.
Okay. And then?
So I went in there. They had already arrested the guy that was there. There was a person who looked, I'd say, pretty close to what I do. But they did like a complete like facial breakdown in the room.
What?
Oh yeah, no.
What do you mean?
And they had already arrested the guy. He showed me like the
I mean, you
wanted
do look
poster.
like half the guys that were in there.
Dude, you could go to any gas station and find a guy.
You know, white people look alike.
No, we. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
no, not completely. But then, I mean,
It was just that. And he's like, yeah, we already arrested the guy. So
you're free.
you could go tell people about this and whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. No, but I had to go to like this shady little building, and then there was like this vault door that was there. So I had to wait for somebody to open it up for me. I had to go in there, wait in a waiting room, wait for my FBI agent to come out and do this little interview.
I feel like he makes up half the shit he says.
Is that the room?
No, I mean, I don't know.
Is that the room we always go to when we come back?
When we come back into the country. Yeah.
Into the state.
Not anymore. Not for me.
The one they take you to like.
Yeah.
Every time.
Spread your legs.
But so have you met your agent?
No, not yet. I haven't had the chance.
Huh. Is he a cool guy?
I mean, he was a pretty cool guy. He was
not him, but
yeah, he's cool too. But nah, he was a cool guy. He was pretty understanding, and being in the military and being like, oh hey, no, I was there for work. I handed him a stack of paperwork. I'm like, listen, I'm the only guy in the airport not wearing a mask. You can find me. I'm super easy to find. Like,
okay,
I'm right here.
Were there? So at the airport, there's people wearing masks just to like not be seen or not to get noticed.
Oh no! So this was during the middle of COVID.
Okay,
and I was just feeling rebellious.
I got you.
Yeah, and not only that, but I spent like 8 hours at a bar, and I was just sitting there drinking the entire time.
So we listened to a conspiracy theorist podcast because he's actually a conspiracy theorist. I just think it's funny, most of the shit they say.
But is it?
No, that's not true. I believe some of them too.
I believe them.
Well, can you like
All of them?
go through life believing everything the government tells you?
Some people do. A lot of people do.
I mean, I don't, but you're right. There is a lot of people that do believe the government.
A lot.
Pretty sad.
I mean,
I work for the government, so
We all work for the government, if we're being honest, but
no, they
a
get
big
their
chunk of your paycheck.
Oh, every 2 weeks.
Wait, what?
George is confused.
Nothing, George is fine. George had that face from that meme where it's like computing and all the numbers.
Yeah.
What did they send us?
Love that meme.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna switch it up.
I was gonna say
No
how
more
far
no
you.
breath. Yeah, agents.
I want to see how far you got.
How far you got? What?
Give
me more.
No, it was interesting to me that day. It was just very interesting.
I was just waiting to see what happened.
Wait, you do understand that he didn't actually go in?
He was in
No,
Washington.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I got that part.
Yeah.
So actually, since then, I've had to go back and fly back through DC, and my Google Maps doesn't work there anymore for some reason. So I'll try to look something up, and I can't ever get to where I'm going. Yeah, and then
That's so weird.
Customs and Border Patrol picked me up like right after that. After I talked with my FBI
But
agent.
why?
I don't know, but they had me pull off to the side. They went through all my bags again and everything. I'm like, guys, I'm on like military orders. I have to go. You're killing me.
It's crazy.
And it's like I see them every week because they think they're inconspicuous, but they're not. Because you could pick them out. You know, they got the haircut, the shoes, and they're trying to hide their badge for the airport that they work at. And it's just,
Okay.
and I see them all the time. And I think one of them was like, yeah, this guy looks familiar. And I'm like, I'm here every week.
There's just too many guys with flat tops that I'm running into.
With flat tops.
It's not a flat top.
No, it's a comb over.
Well, not him.
Oh, okay. Good recovery.
Just saying,
Yes.
like, Cubs.
So, do you know what nepotism is,
I have no idea.
Adrian?
Nope.
No.
Seriously?
Or wait.
Yes.
Let me get a definition, like an official definition.
Use it in a sentence.
Let him be.
I can give you that. I want an official definition.
Let him be. I want to know what you were going to say now.
You want to know what I was going to say?
Yeah.
Someone
Well,
that
he
was,
already looked it up. He's
no,
gonna say-
I haven't read it. Someone that was like born in, or like they use the influence that their parents have, or they have some kind of familial connection to
Money.
get or to move.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be money. It could just be like, I am this person's brother, and so I get the job or some bullshit.
All right. Well, let's get the official definition just for the people that don't know.
The official,
All of us.
the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs. So,
All right. So we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
So y'all, do you think nepotism is bad,
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
George?
it varies.
I was going to say it varies.
On what?
What do you mean?
Well, if you don't have a job or whatnot, and someone's getting you in somewhat, like
All right,
So
so
it's
let's go to
beneficial.
the two that say yes. Why is it bad, Adrian?
I mean, you have to be qualified for whatever it is you're doing. I mean,
Okay.
What if I know a little bit, but I just need to get put in and then I'll learn the
there's
rest?
a lot of people that have been turned down that I think wanted that, but they didn't even get a chance.
So, like, for those who were qualified for the job, didn't get it because they knew somebody that did get it, like a brother or something like that.
So it's just bad. Like there's
You think
no
You think it's bad?
there's no middle ground.
See, that's funny that they say that.
I do think it's bad.
If they're qualified, because on my end, if they are qualified and happen to have that connection, then why the fuck not? But people are still going to blame it on nepotism because that's the main thing that they're
Well, you
gonna see.
jumped to the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on, that's where we were going with this.
Oh, because it benefits.
No.
No.
I'm saying okay, whatever. They both said yes, and I don't disagree. It is bad, but if you owned a company, Adrian, and your daughter needed a job, and she could do a job in your company, would you not get her in?
If she could do a job in the company,
Yeah.
yes.
But there's other people that are more qualified than her. But she could still do the job. But there's other people that are more qualified than her. You wouldn't hire your own daughter.
I'll probably hire my own daughter.
Okay, so it's
She's
it's
qualified
bad,
for the job.
So that's,
but there's people that are more qualified.
does that make you a bad guy for giving her a job when there's someone more qualified?
No, you're looking for your own.
Yes.
You're
That's
looking out for
exactly
your
what
own.
nepotism is. So is
Yeah,
it
but
bad
I'm
or
sa-
is it not?
No, it's not. At the
So
end of the day,
you said yes. Go ahead.
I did. Oh man, that's tricky for sure.
Ah,
Yeah, you got me
It's
for sure. But I've been on the opposite side of that. I've not.
so
gotten
have I.
jobs because of
I
my
think
job.
everybody has at some point, whether
Yeah.
you know it or not.
Yeah.
okay, but my daughter, I'm going to give her $10 because that's what she's qualified to do.
Right. I'm not saying you're going
And
to
somebody
overpay her,
who's
but
somebody who's more qualified.
I'll pay him more.
pay
Yeah, but
more.
that person's still
I'm gonna pay them
unemployed.
what they're worth.
Yeah.
they're not
You
making
didn't
shit.
give them that job, so
Huh?
They're not making anything because you didn't pay them anything.
They're
'cause you
making-
didn't hire them.
Well,
So they're unemployed, and your daughter has a job, even though they were more qualified.
Keep the money in the family. What's
I
up?
guess
Yeah,
it depends on the type of work too.
and if you're going above and
Definitely. So,
beyond,
I
I mean,
think-
what's qualified?
She
Like,
can do the
Okay,
job.
you can do the job that I'm telling you,
You can
to
do the job. Yeah,
And then if you go above and beyond,
she can
I
do the
mean-
job better, and she has experience, and she has. But you're not going to hire her. You're going to hire your daughter because she's your daughter.
I think the only place I wouldn't hire my family member or anyone that I know is like, a hitman. You know what? Let me get someone else that's more qualified.
okay.
I don't even know where that came from or where you're going.
I didn't know where that was going.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Okay. So I've experienced the opposite of this. So I had to drive like 40 minutes to a job interview. It was this big old tower. I was going for some kind of big security job. And I get there. I'm sitting for about 15 minutes. I get called into this room and he's like, the head of this company is like, "Oh yeah, I arrested your father like 20 years ago." And I'm like, so I literally drove up here for nothing is what I'm being told.
I'm being told.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, no. So he arrested my father, and he had a whole bunch of stories about him like jumping off of like lampposts in the city or something like that. And like
Your father or him?
my father,
Okay.
he used to be a cop or something like that. The guy that was hiring for the
Okay.
security company, and like I just wasted so much time to come up here and be told that I'm not getting this job because he arrested my father like 20 years ago.
He really didn't give you the job?
No, he didn't give me the job, and I was
Wow.
totally qualified for it.
So I was thinking that would be called reverse nepotism, but apparently reverse nepotism is when someone intentionally avoids special treatment or special negative.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think that would be me just because I'm an asshole.
You
So
are
I would
what you
totally
eat.
hire my daughter, but I would
Like, not help her out? After
no,
you-
I would expect a lot more from her, and I would be a lot harder on her, and I
Yeah.
would like ride her a lot more than I would ride everybody else because you got the job because I'm your dad. Now,
Yeah.
like
Prove that
for-
you can
yeah,
hold the
yeah.
job. Yeah.
I think that happened to me. Well, I got hired in construction.
so I was gonna
Yeah.
that your dad hired me. The only reason I am where I am today is because your dad hired me. That's
Yeah.
I had no fucking experience in construction.
Mm.
I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. He hired me and he taught me, and I happened to be really good at it, right? But that doesn't matter because at the time there were a lot other people that were more qualified than me for that job.
Mhm.
So I'm the beneficiary of nepotism to some extent. Very low level. Obviously, we're talking construction,
Yeah.
but it worked out for me.
It's not that
But that's another thing is like you got to start out somewhere, and it doesn't have to be a family member, but as long as somebody's like willing to take a chance with you, you could make it pretty far for yourself.
Yeah.
In anything.
Is there family members that'll come to you and you're like,
No. Yeah, for sure.
so there's
Yeah.
so there's some thought into it, like.
Well,
you know,
no, because
qualification.
there are people that don't put that thought into it, and they'll just hire everybody. So that's
yeah.
where. So I think in politics, nepotism is like should not exist, right?
Does it exist?
Yes.
Are
it
you
does.
serious?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure. I really don't know. I don't put that much.
Who was
into-
Trump's like senior advisor? While he was in
Oh, I
the-
mean,
His son-in-law, his daughter,
yeah.
his other son.
They had
his other
never
son.
no experience in politics whatsoever. Like
Yeah.
what
Bush, Bush
these are elected
Senior,
officials.
Bush
They should have
Junior,
people that, yeah, exactly.
Jeb
Like all the
Bush.
Bushes, all the Kennedys. Like it's ridiculous.
Canada. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, the governor of Kentucky, actually. His father was governor 2 governors ago. Yeah, and I met them both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's their name?
I don't even care because I just don't like them.
Hey,
You know what? It's not. It's not Hot Wheels.
I was it's not Hot Wheels.
I was expecting that.
Wait, does Hot Wheels have kids?
I don't know. Who
I have
cares?
no idea.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
he's
I don't
got
anyway.
at least as far as I know a daughter, but
Okay, but
fuck the whole family.
I know, but it was like
All right. So this came up because I'm always seeing people like bitching and complaining about nipple babies, but they're talking about celebrities.
I was about
Like
to say usually when we
actors,
talk about that,
actresses.
yeah,
Oh,
Everybody in the movie business,
yeah.
which I think is fucking stupid because this happens like in real life in a
Okay.
way that will actually affect real people.
Mm.
Whereas like I don't care that who's number one
Liam
here?
Ne-
Is it-
No, Liam.
that Nicole Richie got famous because her dad was Lionel Richie. Like who gives a fuck?
yeah.
She's not taking my job.
True.
Like I wasn't gonna be a
As long as they
whatever
make
she
good
is
movies
or
or whatever
whatever.
they do.
What
Wait,
about
did you
just
make
go through
movies?
some of these like
Kim
Timothy
Kardashian?
Kim
Chalamet.
Kardashian,
Kim Kardashian.
OJ's son.
OJ's son.
Like,
OJ's son. What?
Wait, OJ has a son?
is it OJ's? Yeah,
No,
it's OJ's.
What is OJ's son? Why did he get famous? Because of his dad?
TikToks.
Ah,
no.
Whatever.
No, it's. Is
What's
it?
LeBron's son?
No, it's
LeBron's
the
okay,
guy
we can
from
ball.
the guy from Georgia.
Georgia.
Herschel Walker's son,
Yes,
Christian
there you go.
Walker. Fuck that dude too.
He's just his son.
No, but he's not. He's.
Will
I don't know who
Smith's
he
son.
is. I'm talking about. Do you know who Zoe
No,
Kravitz is?
but he went like he's gone viral,
Lenny
and I'm like,
Kravitz,
who the fuck is this guy? What does he do? And he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Christian Walker got famous because his dad's famous.
He's not famous.
Yeah, he is.
I have no idea who he is.
He gets all the conservative money.
You get
I still don't know who he is.
Yeah.
You know who George Clooney is?
Yep.
Yes, I know who that
His puppy. Right?
So apparently, like, I'm related to George Clooney somehow.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
yeah. So he's like
How?
one of my cousin's cousin or something like that, and he ended up at like a family reunion
Did you
at
see-
one point.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care for the guy.
Well, okay,
Honestly.
yeah, but still, I mean, you're related to George Clooney in some way.
Jennifer
In
Aniston.
some way.
Are we related?
Isn't her dad?
Her dad is a Days of Our Life star, John Aniston. That's how she got her
I used
start.
to watch that.
Let's see who
You're
else.
too young for that.
No.
Kate Hudson.
Wait. You didn't answer earlier. How old are you?
28, I think.
Kate Hudson's
I'm too
mom
young.
is Goldie Hawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
So these are all really famous people that you know, but
Like Will Smith's son, Jaden?
everybody knows that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going through like unknown ones.
So I found out that Juliette Lewis, the actress, is
Yeah,
also
she's
a Nepo
one.
baby.
Yeah.
We're watching Yellow Jackets, which is a great fucking show. And yeah,
I gotta watch that show. I've heard so much about it, but I still haven't watched it.
Is Pedro Pascal,
he is, as far as I know, he's not.
is he
a Nepo.
brought up? He's
No,
self-made?
he's from
He's self-made,
Chile,
I
right?
think.
Like
He's
who the
self-made?
hell?
Yeah.
He's self-made.
I watched an interview, and apparently, like he had like a whole bunch of family, and they've like been trying to support him and stuff. And yeah, I believe he was self-made though.
Yeah.
He did a lot of small roles in the beginning.
I'm sure he
saw
did some
it.
novelas.
He actually did some, what's it called?
He was on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
NCIS?
Oh, he
Was he really?
Yeah.
He was on NCIS on an episode. I remember watching that.
I feel like every actor
has been on it.
has been on one of those like CSI Law and Order.
Oh yeah, CSI.
They're like one of the victims or one of the people that
You
murdered
have to.
someone.
If you want to make it big,
It's a
you have
rite
to
of
go through
passage.
that.
Yeah. Some actors are on it multiple times. They've just been killed different.
It's funny that at one point he was like geeking out at the fact that he was on a show with Sarah Michelle Gellar. You know, he's like the biggest thing in the world. It's pretty cool.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is either.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
that's her?
sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I remember the guy that played Angel because he played
You
in both
would.
as well.
David Boreanaz.
And this is why we met on Grindr. This is what he remembers.
So
I was
pulled up-
legit looking for a Grindr, just for the record.
That's Sarah Michelle Gellar. I don't know if you can.
Everybody knows Sarah Michelle.
Everybody should know.
I don't.
Oh,
Well,
you're young. No, you
No,
know.
I do know- I
everybody
do know
our
her.
age
Yeah, I do
would
know
her. But you watched like I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Why are you
and-
telling me I'm young when he's
not.
not?
Oh yeah, no, he's
So
younger.
Yeah.
that happens
Yeah.
in sports too, but you actually have to.
You have to
You
be
still have to
talented.
perform.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What do you mean? Oh, and
But like,
Well, I
listen,
mean, so do
perfect
actors,
example.
I
Deion
guess,
Sanders
but-
just left Jackson State College
Mhm.
to go to Buffalo, or not Buffalo,
Colorado?
University, right? And his son was the starting quarterback at Jackson State.
yeah.
He transferred over to Colorado. Now he's
Yeah.
the starting quarterback over there because he's Deion Sanders'
So he
son.
has, yeah.
He's also really good because he's Deion Sanders' son. But that's nepotism. Like that's
But that's another thing is like I feel like there's better guidance into kind of like learning the job itself. If you have like a parent or something that's been doing something for like 20 years and then you're the son of that person, you start to pick up on that kind of stuff. You're kind of guided into the way that, you know, the owner of the company or whoever hired you.
Yeah.
You're mostly aware of what it entails. at that point.
You're following those lines for a little
doesn't
while.
mean you can do it though.
No.
No, yeah. But at least you're learning from someone that's experienced. Yeah. I mean, I learned from my father what I do now, and I was able to, leave the company and go to another one. Down on my own. Oh, no.
You know your father. I'm jealous.
I just wait.
That's the most racist thing against Mexicans anybody's ever said.
Well, I'm the one who doesn't know my father. Come on, guys.
It would have been had he not followed it up with "I'm jealous." Like,
wait. Are you adopted?
Oh my
Depends on who you
might
ask.
be, yeah.
But no.
I'm sorry.
If you ask his brother, he definitely is.
Okay.
Yeah, he met my brother, and my brother loves Alfredo.
Wait, was that whenever y'all met up the
Alfredo
first time? Was
sauce.
that?
No, I actually met him last year, 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
it was
Year and a
last
half
year.
ago? I don't know.
Yeah.
I drove up to Kentucky for Thanksgiving, not this past Thanksgiving, but the one before. And yeah, we rented a cabin. His brother showed up. It's cool.
Oh yeah,
Funny.
So my brother actually is on Grindr, so there's that.
True story.
No, my brother actually just had a kid, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got so many nieces and nephews now. It's unreal.
How many?
He's gonna.
I don't know,
got
but
you
they're
beat.
probably
I
gonna
got
like
you beat.
listen to
He's
this,
gonna
but I
say,
don't know.
This is competition. How many?
Just one brother, or
So I have 2 brothers and 5 or 6 sisters. I can't tell you off the top of my head.
5 or 6.
I
What?
got 18
hold
nieces
on.
and nephews.
My grandfather's got you beat by 32.
Yeah,
so.
Back in the day, that's different.
Oh
Mis
yeah,
tiempos.
and mis tiempos.
No, yeah, you 30 something. That definitely beats us.
32 kids.
Nieces and
Wait,
nephews.
but how do you not know?
No, my grandfather had 32 kids.
How many women? 32. How many wives?
so
how many
he had-
moms?
So he had no more
How do
than
you
like
ask that question?
What do you mean? How many wives do you have?
Was that they're not wives?
no,
What?
not wives.
Well, he didn't marry 32 women.
Oh.
Or however. But
I
he
don't-
also didn't have
that's
32 kids with the same woman. I'm
Oh
assuming.
no, absolutely
It's
not.
like, is he?
Oh, I felt real bad for that woman.
I was gonna say, he's going. He's doing a Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Teach
No,
him
she's
about
like
condoms.
70 still popping out kids. No, probably didn't happen. That way.
Nah, I think we're still finding him, and he's been dead for like almost like 18 years.
Oh,
Kentuckians and Mexicans, man. We're like
Jeez.
No, so I couldn't date like in my area for the
He's
longest
related
time.
to everybody.
There's no way. There's no way, man.
So Carly had gotten a DNA test done, and I'm sitting there, and she's going through everything. And I'm like, I don't know that last name. I don't know that one. We're good.
This is no shit. We actually talked about this this last couple of days. Like they had to make sure they weren't
There's
related.
places like that.
Yeah. No, I got you. I mean,
That's one of them.
there's some places in Mexico too.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of small towns where like,
Everywhere.
there's not that many people here.
Utah.
What are you gonna do?
I saw some clips on the most inbred family.
Utah.
Alabama.
Family?
Dude.
Yeah, family in whatever. And this guy, it was just hard for him to even get close to him because the neighbors and everybody was like protecting him. But because everybody knew. But
They were all
eventually,
related.
they let him in because he was, giving them stuff like, I don't know, money, redoing their house. They eventually became friends, but golly, it's
You can tell.
pretty wild. Well, yeah.
No, so you always hear stories about like accidental, like separated at birth and kind of weird stuff going on. I'm like, yeah, I don't want any of that ever. So like I was doing background checks.
You never know. Like that, I did see a show also about that. There was a doctor that was, I guess, I forgot, a junior colleges maybe? I don't know. But he was handling all the women and he was inserting his...
His what?
Oh yeah.
Use
This is
your
doctor
words.
at a fertility clinic that was actually fathering all the kids.
Yeah, he was using...
His own sperm
And then
to fertilize all the eggs.
years later, people were finding out, hey,
Because-
me and you
because
are
of
married
DNA tests.
and we were actually brother and sister.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Or
so
like,
weird.
or they're
And it-
cousins or whatever.
It was an absurd
It was-
number of...
it was
Can
the
you
whole
look
fucking
that up?
town.
Yeah. The whole fucking town was related.
So the documentary is called Our Father.
Yes. There you go.
That's a good
It's on
name.
Netflix. 94 biological children so far.
94.
So
And
far.
I think it's, and
And
counting.
it's a small town.
So-
It's not like it's fucking Dallas. Like everybody in that fucking town was related because of this asshole.
I think in one of the previews, one of them was like, you couldn't date within the town because you didn't know if you were dating your half sibling.
That's life goals. 92 children.
I own this
That
town.
part.
Yeah, that town, that's me.
This is my town.
That's insane, man.
One of them has
Is
to be a
he,
professional
Our
at
Father,
something.
my town.
Is he in jail or no?
I think he's dead.
No, because what he did was not illegal.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Nope.
No, it wasn't.
It needs to be.
I don't disagree. But it's not.
Honestly.
Okay, so somewhere in Kentucky, there's a unit that is actually, I believe, it used to be like 5 years ago, but it was non-deployable because everybody in the unit was related to each other. And if they had deployed and people started dying, it would have wiped out like
The family.
I thought
the whole
they couldn't
family.
do that anymore. Like that, they changed the law after was it World War I or World War II?
That didn't stop anything.
Bullshit.
No, seriously. Like,
Just slow it down a tick.
well, it's different in the National Guard because you're from there.
Oh
you
yeah,
grow
because
up
you're not
there.
in the real army. It's just like the fake army.
Oh, is he? Did he just hit you somewhere?
Talking shit.
Is he?
Hey, listen, we were on 4-year like deployment rotations, which is absolutely insane because every 4 years there's units going out. I know
Oh, you're
guys.
still talking about the reserve. Okay,
God.
let's keep going.
How long were you in there?
So I'm going on 12 years.
A lot longer than you, fucker.
No,
You couldn't even get out of boot camp.
How long were you active? Like,
So I looked it up and I did like a total of almost like 6 years of active duty time.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna thank you for your service because I think that's stupid. But
Thank you for my cervix.
Cervix.
No,
We should all stand up and salute him.
Oh, please God. It's horrible. So like when I go to like sports events or anything, some of them will be like, "Will veterans please stand?" And I'm like, "I'm not standing up."
But do you stand up? You know you do.
No, like if I'll get like a
Hey,
free
look at
beer
me.
or
Look
something
at me
out
in
of
the
it.
eye.
No,
You don't stand when
No.
they say please stand. If you're
Have you ever stand
not
once?
every time. Yes, I have
not
said it
every
before.
time. You heard
Back
him.
in
You
the
heard him.
day.
Not every time.
Back in
Sometimes
the
he
day,
does.
I did, and like for Veterans Day. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use those benefits, man. I'm gonna go out there. And
Oh, yeah. You have to.
I'm gonna
I'm
get
getting
that
a
free
free
Chick-
meal at IHOP.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's a bad.
Dude, I get like a free Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Do you really?
I believe so. Yeah.
What's your favorite place to go to on Veterans Day to use? That's a
To
good
take
question.
advantage.
Like some local bars will be like free drinks all day. So I'll like sit there for hours and just drink.
All right, I take that back. I would totally take advantage of that.
So actually, it was on Veterans Day last year that I met Carly.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was sitting there.
He was sitting there hammered because he was getting free drinks.
I was getting free drinks, dude. I was hammered. She comes in because we actually were supposed to go on a date like the next morning at a coffee shop, and I was like, "Sure, stop by." I didn't expect her to come by anyways, but she ended up
hammered.
Dude, I was toasted.
She saw you at your realist.
She did.
And
That's what I
stuck
said.
around.
They were telling me the story last night. I'm like, and you still showed up the next day for coffee? So, all right, cool. I guess you are meant to be.
You made it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She made it.
Were you
That's
hungover
impressive.
shit?
Oh, that too. That yeah.
Yeah. Props to her.
She showed up.
No, so like I had gotten out of like a 6-year relationship, and it took a while. Like I was going on these like Tinder dates and all that stuff, and it was horrible.
Why?
I had a man show up to one. So
What?
yeah. No, this guy showed
Not that
up.
there's anything wrong with it.
I'd get stood up all the time, and it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna sit here and eat this meal by myself. I don't care. It's because like steak dinners and stuff.
I got you.
Well, I mean, I was gonna eat a steak dinner anyway.
Who
so
paid?
Did you say who paid?
Yeah.
I pay for sure.
He's a total gentleman.
No, no. I just really like
Not
steak.
for what I heard on Discord.
No, you ask anybody at Discord to be like, "Fuck that guy." He bullied me. I cried for like 3 hours.
I really need to know what he said for you to get kicked out.
Oh, so I actually
It was a culmination of a lot of things that he said.
Oh yeah,
Overtime.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have the rules right on some Discords.
They made the rules because of him.
actually yes.
Actually, so they had an initial set of rules, and then a lot of them changed because
And I'd find a new rule for them to make like every month.
I feel like they would like DM him and be like, "Hey, you know what? You need to not do that." It's like it's not in your
Tone it
rules.
down.
Yeah, no, they didn't do that. Not till the end. They're like, "Hey, listen, chill it back, or you're gonna get kicked off." And then, like, it was in the middle of the night. I'd woken up at like 2 a.m, and I hadn't said anything mean or rude for like an entire like
Couple
What,
hours.
10 minutes?
4 hours. And I was blocked. They banned me from it. And I'm like, "Yo, what is this? It's 2 a.m. I haven't said anything to nobody." They're like, "Stop making memes of people." Yeah, no, I'd make memes of people.
Some people can't handle those memes.
that was
Yeah.
actually pretty funny. Like we all used to do that. We have some really good ones.
And they would make memes of me too. You know, like they'd put like a foxtail on me and like put me in like a Barbie world kind of things.
That's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was so funny. Like, so there's one with me in a kilt, and they put like a tail coming out from underneath the kilt.
That was my favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's some reasons to get kicked.
Kicked
But
out.
I don't know how they were like, how the group was in the Discord. You
No,
know?
before all the bullshit happened, it was cool. Like nobody gave a fuck. But
Okay.
once the sensitive people came in, it's like, oh, they got feelings. Like,
And now
we
it's
gotta stop.
dead.
So we're not on there anymore because we can't deal with people with feelings.
He changed his name to my name for like,
I did. after they kicked him out, I changed my name to his name was on there was Mr. G, and I changed my name to Mr. G.
and they
And-
send him a warning.
They sent me a
tribute?
warning.
They were asking
I'm like,
questions.
why are you warning me? I didn't do anything. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, because you changed your name to Mr. G and you're trying to like stir up shit. I'm like, dude, you know what? I'm leaving. You guys are stupid.
They didn't know they call you that?
No,
My
him.
name strikes fear in the hearts of people.
Oh, I know. They didn't know that they call you that.
I'm the G.
What's your Discord name?
Now I got
My
one.
name.
I got one.
Just your name?
Like Jose Cabral. This is my name everywhere.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. That's why I don't like people that are like, oh, you have my, like, I'll give you my fucking name. You want my social? I'll give that. I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do with it?
Don't go, but
What are you going to do with it?
I mean, your social, you can do something for maybe an hour.
Maybe an hour. Like, I'll get 20 million notifications if you do anything. Like,
Like, yeah, but still,
stupid.
I'm not going to give you social. And
631.
But I could do a lot in an hour.
he used Mr. G. You come up with something. I hate when like I'm online and the people are just like their names.
I don't have time
like,
for
come
that.
up with
I don't have
something
time for
more
that.
creative. I don't
What's
know.
your
What's yours?
Yeah,
like
what
King
is-
George? George. No, not
Whatever,
George.
George.
So it's King, but then at George with the YORTCH.
I'm white. I can't pronounce that, dude.
It's okay.
Wasn't there somebody that like put a bulletin sign, the road sign? They just put their social security number.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like,
Where?
what are you gonna do? I think
It's
it's
stupid.
here
Like-
somewhere.
It's
I
not
mean,
going to
now-
mean anything in like 5 years.
I also
anyway.
don't like to say things
Right.
without, like, if I say something, it's me saying something. It's not
Oh.
Mr. G saying something.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Well, people know me as Mr. G.
So,
Yeah.
what you were saying about like people not being able to do anything with your social, is it because my FBI agent got my back?
No,
He
he
does not have your
definitely
back.
does not have your back.
Do
he's
not
trying to
give
get
him
you.
your social.
No, he's
He will
not.
fuck you up.
He's already got your social, man. He's got everything. He's going through your text messages every time you send something.
Covering up my
And
camera.
that's something else. So I had gotten a call from one FBI guy from Louisville. And he told me, he's like, yeah, we were
Sorry,
going
hold
through
on.
your text.
Louisville is how people from
Louisville.
Kentucky
Louisville.
pronounce Louisville.
The proper way. Louisville.
You did not just
I
say
thought that was an app. I was like, Louisville.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, that's
Okay.
something he knows. I don't know.
Louisville.
And he's like, yeah, we went through your phone. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's
Why?
illegal.
That's definitely going some state.
Not in this.
No, it's
Country?
that's federal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what did he say?
He's like, oh no, he didn't say that. I'm like, I'm really positive he said that because I was on the phone with him. Like, I know what he said. I've been through the same training you have. I know.
That's illegal.
He's ready to
so,
do whatever he wants.
What's your gamer tag? I want to know the
King
name.
George, he just told you.
Is
No,
it
El King George.
El King
El King
George.
Yeah, El King George.
because that's like been one of my pastimes here recently is people have been going on like TikTok and be like it's been a challenge where they're like, say your boyfriend's gamer tag name.
There's some stupid ones. I know what
It's
you're talking
it's like super.
This is why mine's just my name.
No.
It's just-
Back in the day, I mean, I feel like now it's calmed down a little bit, but back in the day, it was just like stupid names, and like you could not say them.
I'm not going to repeat any of the
Yeah,
ones that I've
there's
heard
some-
because they're so.
You know how
bad.
you were talking about how in Discord you can there's some things you would say that were like, you know, you can't say or whatever. There's this thing that people usually could bring up is like back in the day on Xbox 360, which was like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. If someone would bring back the voice chats that they would say during a lobby, they would all go to jail.
Every single one of them.
Every single one of them. It
Even
was just
now.
really bad. Yeah, even sometimes now. I don't think it's bad. Not as bad.
because
But
of
It's not as
your
bad as
generation, man. You all your fucking
Weak,
shit.
weak generation.
Wait,
are you-
no.
You're older than me, right?
I'm 2 years older.
Okay. yeah.
Okay. So it's not that bad. But no, you're right. Yeah.
So like one of my favorite things to do now is like when I'm in
Well,
a
he's
Call
a
of Duty-
fucking boomer, though.
What?
He's a boomer.
Oh, okay. But you were
Yeah.
born in the wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I listen to like 40s music all day today. 'Cause
Really?
yeah, dude, I love it. Dude, like 40s, 50s. That's like
Anytime we
I
get a
like
rental
listening.
car and we have Sirius X-Men or X-Men, Sirius
Xavier.
we'll listen to like the 40s on 4s or whatever the fuck those channels
it's
were.
channel 71.
Yeah.
I know exactly what it is.
I just pull them up on my phone. I don't know. I don't have Sirius. Sirius?
Serious.
Sirius.
Serious.
Sirius Black.
Seriously.
I was gonna say it.
Serious.
No, I don't bring that up. But no, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I just love that music. It's great. It's the best.
Big band music.
Some like orchestra. I'm really into like jazz too.
Have
like
you
the old jazz.
have y'all got into? Well, okay, never mind. You don't have Apple, but Apple came out with this new app called Apple Music Classic.
Oh, Apple.
Classical. So they've taken like all classical music and made it into their own app, so you can find it. I don't know, Beethoven's whatever. I don't know how it goes, but in different keys or something.
I feel like Metallica's would probably be in that now because that's
serious?
just the way our generation
Wait,
is.
don't I have an Apple phone? It hasn't come up on my Apple.
Dad,
Music. I use Apple Music for music.
No, so
Just get rid of your Apple because Apples are just recycled Samsungs.
They really are.
They
hold on.
really are.
Don't
That's a conspiracy
don't
theory.
attack me right now.
It's true.
You see that? Apple Classical.
That's an Apple app.
That's an app. They just created it. It's like a 2 months old. So they have all the old like classicals or new ones. And
I was just bitching today because I'm gonna miss the DSO's Beethoven show this year because of a party and a fight. They're doing it on fucking May 6th. Like, come on, man. Canelo's fighting that day.
oh yeah, you can. Yeah. No.
Cinco de Drinko.
Okay, so wait, hold on. We'll bring that up. But so they have like composers, periods, genres and stuff like that.
Dude, I'm gonna go look at my phone after this.
There's only like one solid like classical orchestra type thing to listen to these days, and that's the ones that do the Christmas music.
That's Nigerian orchestra.
Yes.
No,
hold on.
Yeah,
That's pretty solid.
Dude,
That's
they are
solid.
solid, but
John-
go to any like actual big cities symphony orchestra shows at wherever they play, and it's fine. It's good.
I listen
They're
to
fucking
like
awesome.
the Final Fantasy ones, the orchestras that do all that music.
Yeah,
They do
that's cool too. So
I love that.
well, because you know what, your problem is you're from Kentucky, so I don't actually have an
I listen to
orchestra.
banjos, mandolins.
What's that? Blue Moon. What's the song called? Dang it! I love that song.
So Blue Moon is a song.
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
The one from the Three Amigos.
No.
Is that the one with Donald Duck and the two other birds?
Great movie.
Hey, you know which one I'm talking
I
about,
know
right?
exactly what
Yeah.
you're talking about because we watched it a million times when I was a kid.
Dude, so did I. That movie's great. I love Donald Duck also. He's
He's
best Disney character.
he's good.
No, hold on.
Other than
pretty good.
Scar.
He's all right.
No pants.
No pants ever.
Donald Duck.
Yeah.
The Pluto's there. You can't. Pluto and Goofy. You
What
can't.
were you looking up?
Pluto's
Did you
pretty
find
Oh,
what you
the
were
song. I'm looking
It's
for the
not
name of the
Blue
song. It's not. It's Blue Moon something. I don't know. I saw it on TikTok where. Hold on.
All his songs are from
What's it called?
TikTok.
What's it? King of the Hill did a cover of it, and it was just sounded really great. So I was like, I need to have this song.
Hey, so are they remaking King of the Hill? I've heard that.
It's supposed
that's
to-
a rumor.
Did you
Yeah.
watch King of the Hill?
Yeah.
That was actually really good.
I've
Saw
never
some
watched
of it.
any of the good animation shows.
Someone said if I started hair loss, I'd look like Dale. But I had my glasses on, and because I act like him apparently.
Okay, so I know King of the Hill.
Dale,
Is Dale
yeah.
Dale's? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
reboot
yeah.
is in the works at Hulu.
What are they gonna do? How do you reboot an animation show?
Hulu cannot do
who knows?
anything.
They just continue to make more episodes.
Hey, Hulu can do some stuff. They've got Letterkenny
Hell yeah.
and Shorzy. Okay.
Yep.
I
Okay.
mean, same people, but that's amazing.
Genius show.
I don't know either one of those.
Yeah,
You really
I
have to
don't
watch
think. I think it's just that I don't take time to watch Hulu shows. It's just I don't know. It's just I've been disappointed.
If you watch any of them, watch Letterkenny.
Oh,
right.
dude.
Later, Kenny.
Oh, so I was talking with Alfredo earlier, and I told him I have not seen all. What was it? Game of Thrones. I've not watched all the Game of Thrones, and I've not watched the one episode you guys were talking about,
Last of Us.
The Last of Us. I played the game. The game is absolutely amazing, but I've not even started The Last of Us yet. I mean, I already know the story.
I like
I'm
that you're
actually
gamer.
watching the Game of Thrones again.
Are you watching it again?
I got
such
bored.
a
It-
good
No,
show.
it is.
and it, I learned something new every time.
Hey, so what are your guys' thoughts on the Walking Dead?
I've already talked about it.
Okay, so
hate it.
I
It sucks
fucking
after season
hated
5.
it.
all right. So
Season 2.
the department
Yeah,
where
that
it
would've
started
been
off at, the main character, I used to work there. All right, so the county where that all started place at is the most corrupt county in Kentucky. I'm not even kidding. So like they found, I believe it was almost like $60,000 in cash, like in a desk in the jail from the treasury from the county, and it's like,
Just in
how did it
somebody's
get
drawer.
there? Yeah, no,
How did
it
it get
was.
there?
And so I know for a fact that place is loaded with cameras, and it just so happened to be like the camera footage from there was dead. Nobody knows where it came from. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we found all this money, by the way."
It's
And it
kind of
was-
like the Epstein You know, when he died, the cameras.
Yeah, they all died. Yeah.
It's insane.
So wait,
It's horrible.
Did they keep that money?
Oh no, they turned it back over to the county, but a lot of that county is actually what we were talking about earlier. It's all family.
Kind of like
that, or they're
that one show.
The Murdochs.
Yeah.
but they're also all like ring knockers as well.
So, what was the last concert you went to, George?
Wait, hold on. The song is actually called "Blue Moon of Kentucky." So yeah, it's a really good song.
Actually, Kentucky's done a lot of songs. I love my state. It's
Not as
just
many as Texas.
No, hold on,
dude. I love Texas. Actually, it's
before you go into what's the last concert you've been to? Let me bring something up. Do you pledge to your state?
What do you mean?
Pledge allegiance.
You have
to
a pledge
the
of
flag.
allegiance to.
So, like when I enlisted, I did an oath of
No,
enlistment.
not you personally. Like the people in your state. Is it normal for you, like kids in school, to pledge allegiance to Kentucky?
To Kentucky? No. To the country? Yes.
Yeah, we would do the country and Texas, and yeah, it was weird.
No,
So
it's not. How dare you?
So our state song is like very long and kind of monotonous. So it's just not good.
Wait, do we have
Not the song, just like we actually have a pledge, like the pledge allegiance to the flag of the.
I mean,
have a pledge.
all right. So
to
Texas
the
used to be its
Texas-
own country
one state under God,
once upon a time.
indivisible?
No, I don't even remember what it was.
Is I
Something
pledge
with
allegiance to
our
the
thou.
Texas.
I bet you Olivia knows it.
I bet she does. I mean,
Probably.
because I bring it up because they, my cousins, they were the other day. I was like, did y'all pledge to the state? Like, do y'all still do that? Because I feel like these kids nowadays don't even like get up for the Pledge of Allegiance or whatever.
it's not their fault.
I hope not. No, so it's I honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Amen.
So I feel I feel like the
dry.
majority of people from Kentucky doesn't even know what our flag looks like. They just know what our state bird is.
I don't know what your flag looks like. What does it look
What
like?
does it look like?
All right, so it's
Is it yellow?
No, it's not yellow. It's
It's got to be
Does
blue.
it look like a chicken?
yeah, it's it's
Moonshine.
Before I look it up, I want him to. I want it.
yeah.
It's a Dukes of Hazzard.
I feel like it's the University of Kentucky flag, right?
What? No,
It's the only one I can think
it's
of.
actually
UK.
the Colonel from the KFC.
So no, describe it. What does it look
All
like?
right, so it's a not black. It's
Black
a
Panther?
dark blue background, and there's two people shaking hands. All right, and it's United We Stand. Okay, and
Right, like
there's
underneath it.
Does it say that?
yeah, yes, it does. And then it's goldenrod that goes kind of like circular around the people's shaking hands. Yeah.
Okay, I think
Okay,
I've seen it.
that's
I've seen
actually
it.
All right, look it up.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
It's not just.
Dark
That's actually
blue.
pretty good. I like
Dark
it.
blue, right?
It's not bad.
That
Yeah, dark
seems
blue.
very busy.
What do you mean?
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
No, it's actually not that busy. Okay.
Okay, that's not what I
Super
was
simple.
thinking
No,
about.
so we've actually
Totally not a dark blue. That's a navy blue or a royal blue,
yeah,
actually.
blue is
It
blue.
changes. It
That's
looks
not
like
royal blue, but it's blue.
it looks like it changes colors.
That flag is also changing. So which
so
one is it? Oh,
that
it's the
one.
one with the Confederate.
it's the
This
red
one.
one.
No,
That's the Kentucky flag right there.
that looks more like the Ohio flag. but Okay. All right. No, so Kentucky is actually really important throughout our country's history, and I'm actually quite proud of Kentucky.
Yeah, Alamo.
No, it's seriously because we've been a center state. We've been quite important in quite a few elections.
Well, that's true.
And
Are y'all a swing state? No, you're not a swing state.
so we're actually like quite weird because we always have like either like a Democratic government
Right now
or
you're
governor versus
Democrat governor
Who is it?
with Republican
yes,
representatives,
everything.
and
Yep.
it swaps.
It swaps each
Who's
time,
the
so it's never one.
Andy Bashir.
It's never
But
one.
how do y'all
He's
vote
the one that I
in
met.
presidential elections?
It's dark red.
Red.
He said dark red.
Listen, there's 4 counties that go blue, and it's the same 4 counties every 4 years.
The one that Louisville's in, the one that
Yes.
all the big cities are in.
Yeah,
So
it's
like
just
every
the
other
big
state.
cities. Yeah.
So where all the people live.
That's what
Yeah.
votes
Wait,
vote.
did you pronounce that right?
Lavelle.
I tried. Give me my best.
Louisville.
Louisville.
Yeah,
Louisville.
There was
We have a Louisville, yeah.
I learned because when I was in Kentucky that we had to go do some work in a little town next to us, and it was called, if you were to read it, Hurricane. Hurricane, spelled like hurricane, like, the big storm in the sea, like it's whatever. And I got there and I was educated.
Where are you now?
Good.
Please do enlighten us.
It's called Hurricane. Hurricane, West Virginia. I'm like,
All right,
excuse me?
actually,
That's definitely.
so Louisville is actually named after Lewis and Clark,
Lewis.
but it's pronounced Louisville.
Right, exactly. So,
And then across from Louisville is Clarksville, but that's over in Indiana.
Okay.
And I believe that whole process that they went on started on over in like Maysville, Kentucky. And that's a pretty cool place to visit if you ever get a chance to.
I would never get a chance to.
I know you wouldn't.
Is there? I mean, is there any place you say you need to go visit this in Kentucky?
Are the caves in Kentucky?
Yeah, oh yeah, lots of caves.
Really?
Okay,
Oh,
so when I was in Barbersville, there were some caves that we were supposed to go to. I think they were in Kentucky. We never made it out to them.
Okay, so you have Mammoth Cave. Okay,
I didn't
and
hit.
that's like the biggest one
Shit looks badass.
Because
it's a really large cave system that goes on through the majority of the Appalachia.
That had to be it
you're not guided through it, right?
No, they have guides.
Can I get lost?
for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm so there.
Speaking of caves,
I get lost in my own mind.
have you
Forget the
ever
caves.
watched the movie The
You
Descent?
go on a boat in the cave?
No.
The Descent.
I believe there are certain spots where you can. So like even
No.
in the state capital, they
Dude,
have.
you ever watched the movie The Descent? I don't give a fuck about your state capital.
I have. Yeah, fuck my state capital. I was just there over the past weekend actually.
It's
You have watched it?
I
Descent?
believe so it's been a while.
Have you?
no, I've always wanted to though. I've heard it's actually a really good movie.
Dude.
What's the
Descent.
Descent about? Is it some guy going down a cave?
Spelunking, yeah.
Yeah.
Spelunking.
Dude.
Oh, they could do a Batman.
Where's it at?
What?
Batman goes
Netflix?
spelunking.
Spelunking is terrifing.
So it's just
Where
When
is
you're
it?
having
Diving
to
into
go
caves,
through,
right?
yeah.
Diving in caves,
I
yeah.
don't, probably Netflix. I'm not sure.
So
Actually, no. It was on Amazon Prime, and you have to rent it because it's so good. They took it off and
because it's Amazon.
so are any of you guys divers?
I
You ever
live
been?
in.
like muff divers or
No, it's just like scuba diving.
no? I would love to be, but I don't have the patience to go through all the training to get certified and all
And
that
to
bullshit.
drive all the way down.
I just go
Uh,
to Cancun, do
16
5
hours.
minutes in the pool. And then,
I started to take
so
the
I have
class at
been scuba
Eastfield.
diving. That's how I did it.
Okay.
Yeah, I started to take the class here at the community college Eastfield, but it cost way too much whenever I was 18 years old. So I was like, I don't have the money for this. So
So
Okay. But
what-
no,
what
so
do you ask?
so diving alone can be quite terrifying at
It is.
times. But doing it in caves, like you have to have like insane like
So-
self-control and like everything else.
So do you
Really?
lose track of which way is up, which way's
I'm sure.
when you're diving, you can.
like in caves?
If you're going
'Cause I've
in
heard in
caves.
caves.
Yeah,
it's
if
like,
you go deep enough.
Because
But
there's no daylight at that point. So you're literally
You're in the
Like
dark.
on your flashlight.
yeah.
yeah, you're in the
I've
dark.
heard about it.
We
That's
definitely
scary.
did not go deep enough.
But if you're doing like cave diving, you're like already insane in my mind because that's just crazy to me. Like just going in some caves alone.
If you went deep enough in a cave that you found a place that you could dive in, you're fucking nuts. already.
Actually, so
Yeah, that's true.
I've spent time, a lot of time in like Mexico, Honduras, Belize, Central America,
Blue Hole.
Southern Mexico, please.
Southern Mexico. Yeah, I've been through Mexico quite a few times, but there's actually a lot of cave systems in Mexico as well, and I feel like I never learned about that. Is just like how many caves were underneath a lot of the marshes and
We don't
around
advertise it.
Cancun.
Trying to keep you white people out of there. shit.
Damn.
Hey, dude, we do some crazy things. Like you never
That's
see
why
like,
we're trying to keep you white people out of there.
Mexicans doing like a scoop.
No, they do it. They just don't advertise it.
So, is it?
They free
You've done-
they
you do-
do
you
a lot
do-
of free diving in Mexico, like just
What's that?
free diving. Not
Free diving?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't do.
Are we talking about like diving off a like cliff and then?
well, they do that too, but no,
Cliff
just
diving.
diving without scuba gear.
Yeah, no, it's just holding your breath as long as you can.
They do a lot of that in Mexico, and there's a lot of great places to do it. It's like a thing.
There really is.
You do it a lot?
I don't.
He doesn't. Mexicans do.
No,
No, I do too. I've been
been
through quite a few
freediving?
times. Yeah,
I don't know.
I used to be able to hold my breath for quite some
Again,
time.
I don't know if half the shit he says is true or not. So,
Dude, he
Take that
says
with
this
a
all the time. And it's like, so at one point in time, I used to have like 5 jobs at the same time, and they were all different. Okay. And I was like, yeah, I used to do that for work. And he's like, no, you didn't.
You're like, you throw some shit out, and he's like, oh yeah, I used to do that. Yeah, I'm like, dude, you're 23. No.
Stop.
No, I've done a lot. I've had a lot of different jobs.
So he's either full of shit, or he one day will be the most interesting man in the world.
What happened to that guy?
He
He
died.
got old.
Oh,
Didn't
man.
he? Didn't he die?
I don't know if he died or not.
Modelo killed him.
Yeah,
All the Modelo is
Dos
drinking.
That was those like
I know, but
Modelo.
Modelo.
Oh, yeah,
Dos
Dos
came-
Equis.
yeah.
Everybody switched over
Took him
from
out.
Dos
So-
Equis.
Straight to him.
The first time I had Modelo, I was in Guatemala.
Kindergarten. Backpacking through Guatemala.
So the actor that
Was this
played him,
before Moonshine or after?
hold on.
the actor that played the most interesting man, Jonathan Goldsmith, is still alive. He's 84 years old, and
Damn.
he seems to be doing Broadway and stuff. So
Oh, really?
I will meet him. I will meet him.
No, you won't.
I'm going to take a picture with him.
he was born in New York City.
Oh.
Oh.
See,
Never mind.
you thought it was interesting.
New York City sucks. All right, so I travel a lot for work.
Okay.
And I've been to 48 out of the 50 states. Okay.
Wait. Can you guess which two he hasn't been to?
Alaska.
And
Hawaii? No, you've been. To Hawaii.
wait. I want your 2 choices. Alaska and
I think he got it.
Alaska and I'm going to go with Rhode Island.
Alaska and Montana.
You've been to Alaska, haven't you?
I mean, I said Hawaii, so I'm gonna stick with Hawaii, and then I'm gonna say fucking California. Some oddball
All right,
shit.
so everybody got it wrong. No. So
two of you
Alaska.
got partials,
Yeah,
right?
partials. Alaska and Maine are the
Maine?
last 2 states.
Damn, you were close.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of the damn
You
way.
were really close, but Rhode Island sucks too. No, California is horrible. I was actually supposed to go there on Monday, but I'm so thankful I'm not anymore.
Because of the people or the traffic?
Both.
Both. All right,
All
so
of the above.
one of the times I was there, I was driving under this underpass in LA, and this guy was just like relieving himself on the oncoming traffic. So he's just peeing onto these cars going underneath this underpass. Like, this place sucks.
Yeah.
This is why Texas is better.
Dude, hey, so
you can get off
Texas
the,
is great.
you can get off and go to the store, come back and find somebody living in your car, probably.
Yeah.
In
In California. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, so real random. Going back to Most Interesting Man, he now does ads for tequila,
Oh, okay.
Astral Tequila,
Is he still,
Astro?
Astral,
That's not that
ASTRAL,
is he still
Astral.
Astral, whatever.
is he still considered the most interesting man in the world?
I mean,
Not anymore.
That's
He drinks
me.
tequila now. So basic. He's probably taking shots of that shit.
So I do not take straight shots of tequila.
Because you take straight shots of
'Cause you're
moonshine.
white?
He takes straight shots of tequila.
Why?
Well, one, I'm from Kentucky, so bourbon is the drink of choice.
Okay.
No, it's just I really didn't get into tequila until quite later.
So he figured out there was a
drinking.
worm in it. Then he realized that wasn't tequila. that was
Worms. I
mezcal.
hate worms. No, but I started out drinking a lot of beer. Like I said before, I used to be a home brewer, and then worked for the microbrewery. So I was drinking a lot of beer, and you could write off new beers. As long as it was new beer, you could write it off on your taxes. So as long as it's different,
What
I
do
would
you mean
be
new
having-
beer?
In
Like if
Kentucky,
it
like-
wasn't like a
So like for research purposes, as long as it was a different beer, I could write that off. Like there was one beer that's like a cocoa porter, which is where they take cocoa pebbles and they just crush it up and they put it in with
I need to try that.
oh, it's so good.
Cocoa
if you
Pebbles is
like
the best.
if you like chocolate, it was amazing. And then it was just all these different microbreweries and big breweries that I would go to and just have all their stuff. And Dude, I was constantly soused every single day. And then I'd go back to my next job because I was working another job.
You know, he's working 5 jobs.
I was. So I'd come in drunk, and then so like one of those, I worked as like at a tavern cooking food. And then I'd get my like my free drinks, and then like customers would always buy me drinks. So like at one point I had almost like 9 Long Island iced teas waited up for me, and I drank them all within like 2 hours.
You did not. You're full of shit.
No, I almost had to go to the hospital. I was taking an ice bath, like fully clothed. I felt like I was dying. I was like, I think I have to go to the hospital.
I wish I had a way to verify all this bullshit. I really do.
You know what?
You can't.
He's becoming the most interesting man right now. So I accept it. I accept it.
Dos
that's
Equis
true.
Thank you.
looking at you.
It's all right. We're drinking
Got
Red
him
Low
right
here.
here.
Okay, wait.
We'll
we
switch.
gotta
I'll
wrap this
switch.
up. We're good on time. But this is a stupid question that I want to ask. The reason I asked what the last show you went to was,
Okay.
well, what was the last show you went to?
The last show I went to was,
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, probably.
I wish.
I can see
Nah. I'm kidding. No.
Taylor Swift.
Damn it. Hold
You
on.
can't afford it.
Did you go to Taylor Swift?
We're talking about like, no, I didn't. No, I tried.
Good concert,
I
something.
tried getting Priscilla. No, I tried getting Priscilla.
or
tickets.
a sporting event or something like that.
I went to WWE, but that's like,
Okay. So where were you sitting? Did you have good seats?
I had good seats.
Were you like floor or
No,
tiered?
one tier up.
Okay. All right. So I'm going too deep into it. If you're at an event where
she said.
if the person in front of you is wearing like a cowboy hat, which is common in Texas,
Uh-huh.
and that keeps you from being able to see what you're trying to see, is it okay to ask them to take it off?
Yes.
No,
You shouldn't be wearing a hat inside anyway.
no,
No, I'm kidding.
no. You're right. No, you tell that to them.
I know. I listened to that episode.
It's different. It's different than like your hats right now. Yeah, I'll ask you. Hey, you know what? Can you take that off? Cowboy hat in Texas, sir. You do as you please.
So no. So you'd sit there and not watch the soccer game because you're in Texas. And
I
he's
would
wearing a cowboy
find
hat.
I would find a way around to.
I think you're full of shit.
I would
What?
No, what? No. I mean, I'm not gonna ask the guy. Hey, you know what? Your hat's blocking my view. Can you move? Or
Yeah.
can you take it off?
Not can you move?
You have
Can
to
you
be-
remove the hat?
Can you remove that?
You have to be more assertive than that. You have to be like, get your broke back ass out of the way.
Flip
Take
it
that
off.
shit off.
Just be like, take that shit off. I'm gonna take it off for you.
Take your
Exactly.
Taylor Swift
The
looking
guy,
ass.
the guy stands up. He's 6 feet tall, and I'm like, you know,
Yeah.
You know what?
That's actually happened to
You know
me.
what? I'm doing. I didn't even want to watch the game.
So wait, going to the celebrity version of this on the Oscars, this African artist named Thames, she wore a dress that had this like weird thing, and she was sitting in the audience, and everyone was like trying to peek around. I pulled up her dress.
Holy crap! What?
I can
No,
see it.
you got to take that off.
no, that's just
That's fucked
that's
up.
rude. You're doing it on purpose.
Well, she wasn't doing that. That's just what she wore.
Yeah.
Well, I get that is what she wore, but like,
She's not doing it on purpose.
Hey, if that was red, she'd look like Simba.
true.
But there's another picture of someone sitting behind her that's like peeking over, trying to see.
That's
her
just
fault.
rude, honestly.
yeah, you have to understand. You know, it's big and tall. Like you take it down.
Like, you know you're being a nuisance to everybody else at that
fe-
point.
Yeah, I feel like someone with a cowboy hat would be like, you know what? I know. You know,
Wouldn't you think?
you would think, okay, but if he's not,
What do they do at the country music awards? Everybody's wearing a hat.
Nobody wears hats.
at the country, I think that's like not allowed because everybody knows.
You can't see.
Well, even then,
'Cause then
they're
the whole
sitting on the
crowd would
floor.
wear it.
Like the people that would wear the hats are on the floor, so you could still see over them.
You know what?
When you're like in the fucking nosebleeds and the person's like right here and their hat's like, and it's covering the whole fucking stadium or the whole fucking court,
The
or
stadium.
whatever.
Speaking of the CMAs, they're going to be here in Dallas this year.
Who cares?
What's the CMAs?
The Country Music Awards.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to try to go. I want to go.
So
I'm going to
we were
try to
talking about
go.
the Kentucky Derby earlier today, and that's where hats like
Yeah,
Well, that's
you-
just
yeah,
stupid.
it's a
hats.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
spectacle, right?
Oh yeah,
That's a thing.
So actually, one of the laws that a lot of people don't know is that women aren't supposed to wear those hats unless they're being escorted by a man.
It's one of those old.
It's like one of those really
Yeah.
old laws. Yes,
That's a real law.
yes, and well, it might have been turned over,
Is it
but
still in
it's
the books? Okay.
I believe it is because it takes a lot of money to turn over those old laws, which some of them are absolutely insane. Like you can't have intercourse with a trash can. That's
There are stupid. You should look up Texas. There's some stupid
There
laws.
are a
out
lot
there.
of-
I
From,
know.
back in the day,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we just never change them because they're busy doing other shit.
Because you
that
never
they need to
know.
be doing, yeah.
Didn't Kim Kardashian go to that thing?
Yeah.
What?
Hey,
Kim
who knows?
Kardashian went.
Oh, the
I don't keep up with her.
so
I mean,
Look at those hats.
How's-
Those are hats.
is Kentucky Fried Chicken like KFC
look like
on
they all
every
went by
corner
themselves.
in Kentucky?
No.
It's not. So a lot of people know this, but the Colonel actually took that recipe from his wife, and his wife had started her own restaurant with the actual original recipe, and it's somewhere in Louisville. I've been once before, but it's really good, and I've honestly been craving fried chicken for like the last few days.
We went to his
Yes.
grave. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Time out. We either got to wrap this up or I got to go pee. I'm going to pee my pants.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll wrap it up.
I feel the same. You better hurry up.
You're on right now. You're on record that you're the longest guest or the guest that's come from farthest. Yeah,
So we need to get somebody from like Iceland.
I'm gonna get someone from Alaska. Or
Don't even try.
I'm trying to get someone.
So the actual plan is to hit up both Maine and Alaska this year to knock out all 50. And I've been to 7 or 8
I don't think you heard
different
the part
countries.
where I said I had to pee, like right now.
Thanks, man, for coming, man.
Yeah.
Hit those 50
now.
states.
Thank you for
Continue,
having me.
please
hit,
continue.
hit Alaska. I'll
and
go with you. We'll
Whenever you hit those 50
Also,
states,
fuck Maren Morris.
Maren Morris. Let's go.
I said she's the Wish version of Selena Gomez.
Hey, I like it.